Unmute microphone.
Yeah.
Hello, teacher.
Okay, good. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank teacher.
Great. And Rosie, you can hear me? And Yorgeli, I'm not seeing a microphone. You hear me, Yorgeli? Okay. We're going to get started, and we'll try Yorgeli again in a minute. So we're going to hear about travel plans today from someone. So in a few minutes after we listen to this, our goal is to discuss, or our goal is not to discuss, is for you to tell me about. You to tell me about trip you have taken. Might just be in your own country. Tell me about a trip you have taken and trip you would like to take. Haven't done yet, but would like to future. Okay, so that's going to be the bulk of our discussion. Our goal is for you to tell me about a trip you have taken and a trip you would like to take. Okay, to begin, when I call your name, please tell the class where you are from. Please tell the class where you are from and if you like to travel. Where you are from and if like travel. And hopefully you do, because it'll make this more enjoyable class if everybody likes to travel. Okay, so let me just go through this again. Our goal in a few minutes is for you to tell me about a trip you have taken, somewhere you've been, and a trip you would like to take future. And to begin, when I call your name, please tell the class where you were from and if you like to travel. Okay. So, Trung, let's start with you.
Yes.
Could you tell us where you're from?
I'm from in Vietnam, in Ho Chi Minh City.
Ho Chi Minh, okay.
Yes.
And do you like to travel?
Yes, I like to go to travel a lot, but I don't have a lot of time and I don't have a lot of money for go to travel.
Okay. Are you a student?
No, I'm work in a logistic. I'm work for more than 8 years.
Okay, great. Yeah. Thank you. And Rosie, can you hear me?
Hi, teacher.
Where are you from, Rosie?
I'm from Brazil.
Okay. And do you like to travel?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes, I do.
Okay, and now we've got one more student, but I don't see a microphone light on, so I don't think they're there or can hear us. Yorgeli, I'll try one more time. Can you hear me? Okay. Try it once again when I come back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you so that you can see and hear what we're going to listen to. It's not very long. I have a couple questions about it when we come back. And then we're going to get into our discussion about your travel, where you've been, and where you'd like to go. Okay, so I share my screen. See? And this is called Describing Travel Plans. And it's not very long, but I'm going to play it 2 times, and then I'm going to ask you a few questions about it, and then we'll get into our discussion. I have to unhook my headset so you can hear, and here we go.
Hi, we decided to get the trains, so we leave London just after 7 tomorrow morning and arrive in Lyon around 2.
Okay, and one more time.
Hi, we decided to get the trains, so we leave London just after 7 tomorrow morning and arrive in Lyon around 2.
Okay, great. Let me plug my headset back in. I will unshare the screen, and then I have a couple questions for you. Okay. Excuse me, not very long. Still, I have 3 questions. Go back and forth. How is she traveling? I'll ask you this question, Trung. How is she going to travel? What's she going to take?
She will travel by train.
Yes, she's traveling by train. Very good. By train. Okay, next question. Where is she leaving from?
London.
London. Good, Rosie.
London.
And the next question is for you, Trung. Where is she going?
I don't remember.
Okay, that's okay. Rosie, do you remember where she's going? It's a city in France, I believe. Do you hear where she was going? Okay, it's a name you may not recognize. I'm just going to show you that you can see it. I'm going to share my screen once more and just show you the name of the city. Share. Going to Lyon. It's a French name, so it's pronounced Lyon. She is going to Lyon. Okay, very good. Lyon. Okay, now let's talk about travel. I love to travel, and I think both of you do too. Well, one thing about travel, it costs a lot of money. That's the only problem. Okay, so we're going to talk first about a trip you enjoyed. Doesn't have to be out of the country. A trip you took that you enjoyed. Just a vacation or a trip you took that you enjoyed. You're going to tell me as much about it as you can. Where you went, what the place was like, what you did, things like that. Okay, so Rosie, let's start with you for this question, okay? Tell me about a trip that you took that you enjoyed.
I trip Porto Seguro,
Okay.
Brazil.
Okay.
Brazil. I like it very much because I go to the beach and downtown of the city, and okay.
What else did you do? Did you do anything besides the beach and the downtown? Rosie?
I went to museums.
Ah, good. Okay, now I have a couple more questions about this trip. Then I'm going to ask Trung about his trip. So, Rosie, how far was this from your city? This city you visited, how far was it from your city? How long did it take?
3 hours to plane.
3 hours by plane. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Took hours plane. One more question about this, Rosie, and then I'm going to ask Trung about his trip. Were there a lot of tourists in this city?
Yes.
Yeah. Mostly Brazilian or foreign tourists as well?
Brazilian.
Mostly Brazilian. Okay.
Yeah.
There were a lot of tourists, but they were mostly Brazilian. Okay, good. Mostly Brazilian. Okay, very good, Rosie. Good job on that. Okay, so in a few minutes, I'll ask you about a trip you'd like to take. But first, Trung Yu, tell me about a trip you've taken that you enjoyed. Where did you go? What did you do? That sort of thing.
Yes. I have I enjoyed the trip in Singapore and Malaysia. In last I think two years ago, and I have been there 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. The first I go to the Singapore for 2 days, and I transit to the Malaysia for 3 days, and after that I go back to Singapore for 1 week.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So Trung went to Malaysia and Singapore for 2 weeks. Spent 2 days in Singapore, then went to Malaysia for 3 days, and then back to Singapore for a week. So, Trung, in Malaysia, were you in Kuala Lumpur?
Yes.
Okay, good. I've been there.
Yeah, and
What?
I also go to the mountain in Malaysia, and there in the casino in the mountain. I don't know the name, but it's amazing because the casino on the top of the mountain, and it's so crowded.
I didn't go there. I don't know about that, but it does sound amazing.
Yes.
What did you do? What did you do in Kuala Lumpur?
I just shopping and go to the Petrol Tower. It's the tower in the highest in Malaysia, and have some food in a restaurant with my friend. I go with my group, and total I think maybe about 10 people already.
Okay.
Yes, it's very fun.
Okay, so let me ask you a question about Singapore.
Yes.
What did you do there? Okay, Singapore is expensive. What did you do there?
Travel. I think Singapore is a small country, and I think with more than 1 week, and I go travel on of the Singapore. Singapore, I think is more one of city in Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. But Singapore is very developed, and there are big building and big center with a pencil and luxury store.
Yeah. And Singapore is very modern. It's very modern.
Yes, and I go to the Sentosa and Maribay Sands. It's a natural park with the high tree, and I see the music with the water and the light and water. It's like a show, and I think it's very nice. It's very beautiful. And yes, and the thing I love best in the Singapore is the casino.
The casino.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Did you win money or lose money?
I think I lose money, but just a little, some $100, not a lot.
But it was fun, right?
Yeah, bit fun. And
Yeah.
in my group, and everybody go to the casino and play the gamble, and they don't feel sleeping in the casino, and they organize very beauty, and when everybody come there, and everybody don't feeling live. Even my friend, they lay until the morning on overnight.
They played all night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they don't feel tired, and they don't feel sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Thank you, Trung. Okay, now let's talk about a trip you'd like to take. Haven't done it yet. Like to do it in the future. Let's talk about a trip you'd like to take. Sure. Hey, Rosie, let's start with you. So you told me about a trip in Brazil you took that you liked. Now tell me about a trip that you'd like to take in the future. Maybe next year, maybe 5 years, but a trip you'd really like to take.
I'd like to visit Paris.
Okay. Okay, so you'd like to visit Paris. Okay, so tell me why.
Because my dream
it's my dream.
Visit Paris.
Okay. It's my dream. Visit Paris. I think it's a lot of people's dream. It's my dream to visit Paris. On? Any M's here? Okay, so Rosie, I have another question for you. What do you think you'd like to do in Paris? If you were in Paris, Rosie, what do you think you'd like to do in Paris? What would you do when you were there?
To visit Eiffel Tower.
Okay. I'd visit the Eiffel Tower. For sure. Everybody would do that. What else would you like to do?
And to buy some perfumes and clothes.
I'd visit the Eiffel Tower, buy some perfumes and clothes. How about museums? Do you think you'd go to any museums? There's many famous museums.
Yes.
Yeah.
To visit the Louvre Museum.
Visit the Louvre, Loue. No, it's French, so I'm not sure I'm spelling it right. Loeuve. Visit the Louvre Museum.
Louvre Museum.
Okay. Let me ask you one more question, Rosie. Do you think Paris is a romantic city?
Yes, I do.
Okay, a lot of people think Paris is a very romantic city, and that's why they'd like to visit. Okay, so at Paris, like Singapore, Paris is very expensive. The most expensive cities in the world, I think. That would be a great trip, Rosie. Hopefully you can do that. Okay, Trung, let's go to you. Tell me about a trip you'd like to take. Haven't done it yet, but would like to.
Yes. In the future, I have two place want to go. The best place with me now is Maldives. It's a island. I think it's the most beautiful island in the world. You know Maldives?
Yes, Maui.
Maldives.
Yes. Oh, in Hawaii, one of the Hawaii islands. That's the one? Maui?
Mount. I will write.
Yeah, write it in chat.
Yes.
Oh, Maldives.
Maldives.
Yes.
Yes. I think it's very beautiful. I think I know it's the best beautiful island in the world, and I think it's very expensive, very luxury.
Visit the Maldives, which are very, very beautiful and luxurious.
Yes.
I think just off the southern coast of India, if I'm not mistaken. India, then Maldives south. Okay, good.
Yeah.
What would you do in the Maldives? What would you do there, Trung, if you went?
I think when I go there, I like to swimming with the clear water, and I can see the under the water. It's kind of Soho.
The clear water.
What under the water, teacher? We have.
Yes, I'm going to put
Soho.
It's called, I'd like to swim I'd like to swim in the clear water.
Yeah.
And do some snorkeling. So snorkeling, you put the mask on.
Yes.
And the tube, and you can breathe while you're looking. Snorkeling.
Yeah. Snorkeling.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Now let's ask one more question. So these are your big dream trips.
Yes.
Do you? And I'll ask both of you this. Do you have a trip you are doing? So Paris and the Maldives are both your dream trips, something you'd like to do. Maybe you have a trip coming up before that. Rosie, do you have a trip or a vacation coming up soon, like in the next few months or the next year?
Yes,
Okay.
I go to visit my parents, my family.
Okay. I will go to visit my family. Where are they, Rosie?
In 2 weeks.
No, but where are they? Let me write it in chat. Where are they?
They live in south of Brazil.
Okay. How far away? Brazil's a big country. How far away from you are they?
10 hours by car.
About 10 hours by car. Okay, good. You're going in 2 weeks, you said. 10 hours by car. I'm going 2 weeks. That should be a good trip. Okay, Trung, how about you?
Yes.
How long will you be there? How long will you stay? Let me ask you one more question. How long will you stay?
3 weeks.
Oh, 3 weeks. That's good. Wow, that's a great trip. Okay, that will be good.
In my vacation.
Okay, great. Trung, how about you? Do you have a trip or a vacation coming up soon in the next few months or the next year, maybe?
Yes, I'm planning to go to the Dallas. It's a favorite. It's a special place in Vietnam, and
Okay.
in this place, because in Vietnam the weather no more than 30 degree, but in this place just about under the 20 on year, and
Okay.
the weather is not cold. It's fresh, and a lot of people travel there, and I hope I try to my time to go there, because now I know the display not colder than in the past, because nowadays with the develop the editing, and everybody cut the tree, and in display not cold, and the temperature is go up, and in the future it's not perfect, not special. Yes, and I will to go there in I think in the new year.
In the new year, okay.
Yeah.
That was my next question. When will you go? Okay, how long will you stay?
I think I just stay there about 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm busy with my job, and I just stay there, and it's near me, and it take about 3 hours by car go there.
Okay.
Yes.
What will you do there those 2 or 3 days?
I go. I think I visit some place, because there is many flower in there, and I will go to I want to see it, and I want to feeling the weather with the fresh water, no fresh environment, and not too hot like in Ho Chi Minh City.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
Weather will be comfortable.
Yes, the weather will comfortable.
Okay, good. And you said there are many different flowers, and I want to see it. So remember, if more than one, it's not it. We'd say many, and I want to see them.
Yeah,
right?
I want to see them.
Yeah, them more than one. Okay, great.
Yes.
Okay, let's do a quick review. Okay, so Rosie and Trung. Good work describing trips. Both did well. You did well describing the trips you took. You did well describing the trips you'd like to take. I think describing the trips you'd like to take was even better, because I could tell when you spoke about the trips you'd like to take, I could feel your excitement. You spoke, I sensed your excitement about these trips. That's good. You communicated it very well. And hopefully you get to make these trips to Paris and the Maldives. Although the Maldives may not be there, because apparently with the rising oceans, Maldives may disappear one day, because so low to sea level that maybe they'll be gone one day, which would be sad, but would happen because of the rising oceans. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great. Good work, both of you. So Trung and Rosie, good job tonight. Thank you for being in. Well, not tonight for Trung. Trung, it's morning. It's early morning in Vietnam.
Yeah, correct.
Not nighttime. Yeah, it's about 7 o'clock in the morning. So thanks to both of you for being here. It was a good class, and maybe I'll see you again. So bye for now, okay? Thanks, both of you.
Yeah,
Take
thank
care.
teacher.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye teacher.
Rosie.
Thanks, teacher. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.